playlist, because I'm not sure we ever had one here. Or if we had, it's lost in the mists of time. Anyway, this is the top 10 reasons I'm happy I just turned 48. Number 10. Thank you, because being 48 couldn't be that much worse than being 47, right?
Hey.
Number 9, because being 48 is so very much better than what I'll be in 2 years' time. Number 8, because this year I may finally move out of Stevie J's parents' basement. It's a goal. Number 7, because Mayor Rob Ford may only be 43, but he looks like he ate me for breakfast. Number 6.
Reading class.
Because when this happens, now it's much easier to blame it on failing eyesight. Number 4.
5.
No, 4. Wait a minute. Oh, number 4, because when I lose count on lists, it's much easier to blame it on failing memory. Number 3, because at 48, more young people will laugh politely at just about anything I said. There we are. Number 2, 2 words, afternoon naps. And the number 1 reason I'm happy I just turned 48, because 48 is one step closer to forgetting how old I actually am. So there we are officially launched, and I hope you will all forget about that just as I almost did. So now it's time for the top 2 who host this show. Every week, it's Damon and it's Stevie J.
It's actually directly ripped from Bill Cosby for the.
It's Magda Beulah.
Now, should we introduce our
special guest host?
Yes. Our first, we're going to do this ongoing, and hopefully this person will come back again, and we're going to bring
Hopefully we won't scare him off.
Yeah, but tonight, our co-host is Jerry Schaefer. Okay, awesome. Great. Awesome. Okay, hopefully that got on camera. This is Jerry Schaefer.
Yeah, and in the year's time, we'll all know what happened over there.
Yeah. So, paper. We're gonna try.
Ask me how I am.
Oh, how are you?
Okay, so I had a doctor's appointment on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I see a psychiatrist?
No, she don't, let's just say she doesn't want to see me anymore.
Does she help?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If I have to see her, I'm not see her. She doesn't want to see me.
Cool.
Rob's still in your parents.
Are you still in
Yeah.
your parents' basement?
Yes, I'm still in my parents' basement. Totally. Yeah. It's okay, you know.
It's okay, you're not 48.
Just that. Yeah. Everything's good. I haven't read the paper, so I'm not going to say anything on that. But I'll say one thing. So this is recently, I'm on the internet a lot because I'm in my parents' basement. What else am I going to do?
Wow.
You can draw your own conclusions what I'm doing on the internet. But I realized that Kelly Ripa wants me to brush her vagina with Colgate.
What?
I'll explain it. Well, I don't know. You tell me. So if you'll see this ad. She's standing there, right, and she's all smiley, whatever. She's really anxious, whatever. And then all of a sudden, this ad comes up over her crotch. Actually, it's a full thing of Colgate toothpaste, and she just keeps pointing like this. She's just like, get on it. She's even like, come on, I'm really anxious. Do this. To me, that says she wants me to. She's not going like this. Because I didn't know what that would mean either. Bite me in the. No, I don't know. Okay, so.
Hello, everyone.
Now let's Raymond Hole, everyone.
Hey!
There's a camera right there.
Okay.
You want to say hi?
Don't break.
So you see that ad, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. You tell me. All right, that's
Maybe
it.
she wants you to use Colgate after.
To freshen your breath afterwards.
That's.
After, say, dinner time.
We'll just leave that. We'll leave that.
Obviously,
I get what you're saying. I'm just not gonna touch it with it.
Too soon.
toothpick, toothbrush.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving along.
Alright, anyone know who Nathan Fillion is?
Yeah! Canadian. Improviser.
Captain now.
He skipped out of jury duty by doing some improv.
What?
He skipped out of jury duty by doing improv.
I thought he's not eligible for American jury.
He just became an American citizen.
Oh.
And there was
Sorry to any American. No, what am I talking about? Nobody watches.
Could be dual.
All right.
we're talking to this judge who belonged on TV. He was answering. He was telling us about the importance of jury duty. I was riveted. He was funny, and at one point they call you back into the room and they're going to decide whether or not they're going to use you. I walk in, they're all charming, they're all nice, and one of them says, "Hey, you're an actor." I decided to have a little fun, and I said, "Yes, I'm a very good actor." Which brings me to the point. I don't know which juror I'm playing. I still didn't get my script. The judge didn't get it. He looks at me, he says, "There's no script," I said, "Okay, improv, good. Let me give you a little backstory to my character. I'm the guy when you sequester the jury in the hotel, I tie the bed sheets together, I come out the window, and I pit the plaintiffs against the defense attorneys. I got excused."
All right. So we'll just go right into
This is
Yeah.
introducing first, doing something for the very first time.
Wow.
Please welcome, this is the name of the person, Bessa, the other side of me.
Here is the microphone, so
Get her a microphone. You don't have one.
Someone else forgot.
So how's everyone doing tonight? I know what your perverted minds are thinking. What other side can Bessa have? She seems like one of those sweet, innocent women who stops giving blowjobs after she gets engaged. That somehow reminds me of my memories of online dating and indirect men. Oh, and the answer to your thought, I am a married woman, and I am not going to reveal my blowjob encounters, especially to those related to me. Anyway, considering that life is such a bitch, I'm sure you guys have gone through the dicks and pussies of online dating, right? Okay, you see, my parents were strict, and my father kept an axe in the car to defend my virgin pussy. And I'm not speaking metaphorically, he literally kept an axe underneath the car. And I was wondering why you guys never approached me for all these years. my online Mahmoud had not told me he was as cute as I wanted him to be and told me he looked like the Prime Minister of Iran, it would have saved me so much time. But then again, it was my first online date, and it taught me to always insist on seeing pictures and not see someone's wiener on the webcam. I also chatted to guys as platonic friends, or at least I tried to. I remember chatting to this one guy online, and he was telling me how he was seeing this girl for a one-night stand. But believe it or not, her pussy was not pink and plump enough. So I just sat there thinking, oh my God, thank God this guy is not evaluating my private area. Not that it looks bad, but I mean, the guy was probably not turning her on enough to get the blood rushing down to her south mouth. And to add to this, he was no James Bond. What, did he have a golden rod? Now that I'm married, I guess that I don't have to deal with the bullshit of dating. Now I have to deal with finding work in a shitty-ass economy. Because my husband is the writer and I'm the illustrator/graphic designer. My mom says crazy things like, I can produce a book like Harry Potter. What are you gonna do, wait till you're 90? My parents were factory workers, for God's sake. Did they know that the writer of Harry Potter was on welfare for a good 15 years and had to wear soiled underwear 5 days in a row? They think, yeah, it's pretty harsh. Pretty harsh. They think you just write something and boom, it's published. Oh, and it's also a bestseller. They think it's that easy. I wish. My mom even says crazy things like, I don't understand you educated Canadians. Johnny, you have tons of clients and he's immigrant. Yeah, and Mom, what does he do? He applies taco, like silicone compound.
Okay, so we all know the shout out. I have the TO night. And in the TO night is a shout out. If you know what shout outs are, it's a cheap attempt to find a date. Thank you.
Aren't these people who already met somewhere, sort of thing?
Sort of, but those are not.
These are online ads in a magazine?
Sort of.
That never happens.
Okay, here's one. LSW Trans, I guess that's Lakeshore.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Lady with the Lacoste man's watch and 4 silver bangles. Don't marinate in your perfume.
Whoa.
You're losing friends.
Whoa.
And I'm a fun guy.
Okay, you're on your way up. They're coming.
Is this like an improv flash mob kind of thing?
Here they are.
There they are. Introduce the dandies.
I just flew into Boston and boy, my arm's tired. What's something that you usually have to rush last minute to complete?
Oh my
No,
goodness.
it's like a boat train ticket.
Trust.
There's so many things. What would you like?
I could go train.
Thank you. Ticket, please. Yes.
You guys seriously never asked this.
Janine, I need to see your ticket. I told you I would not be your way onto the go. Ticket, please. My boss is watching. Give me your ticket. Come on.
Can I just pretend to put a ticket into your hand?
So I'm going to pretend to use my scanner on my pretend hand ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Ticket, please.
Listen. Someone stole my bag. When I was getting on the
I don't know!
When I was getting on the train,
Right.
someone grabbed my bag and
So the first thing you did was come and sit down on the train. I need this job, Janine. Come on.
okay, the truth of it is, I don't have
It was a bag! Someone stole it! She's tired for pulling back! I'll tell you in the walkie-talkie! Just, I got this, okay? Over.
Okay, I'm gonna come clean. There was no bag. I don't own a purse.
Janine, I've known you my whole life. You've never used them.
Yeah, this dress doesn't have.
It's a great dress on you. It looks wonderful. My super butt. Yep, loves it. Over.
It must have fallen out of my pocket, actually.
The bag or your lies? Look, we broke up. It's been done for months.
When we were going out, I never needed a ticket.
When we were going out, I didn't have this job to worry about.
Yeah.
You told me to get off my butt, get a job, clean myself up. Here I you don't have a ticket.
But
What, for old time's sake? I'm just gonna punch your ticket for old time's sake? That's not what I meant!
that's what I meant.
It is what I'm taking a break. Over!
Is there anything that I can do for you? Maybe we could get back together.
You realize it's like $3.27 to get from here to Toronto. Come on. I am not that cheap. Return ticket, though. Yeah, that really makes the computer turn on faster. Thank you. I appreciate that. You got the magic touch.
Thank you.
Right, actually, print the report.
Yes.
Use Comic Sans.
Yes. The shareholders are going to need something. The news is not good.
I mean, I know we're working for Marvel, but did you have to use Comic Sans?
Look, we're in a deficit. Kapow!
Just the band at the bottom is a little too much.
If you don't change your ways, bam, bankrupt. Look, when you brought the report to the Creative Services Department, you asked me to help with the messaging. I'm helping with the but I have an alternative. Let me just print that one off. Wait, that was for me.
We only brought it to the creative department because we fired the entire financial department because we can't afford the financial department. We were just hoping that you guys could also do financial reports.
I like this report here, but I've given you the alternative. I'm not as impressed with this. Times New Roman.
This is an amazing TVA.
Look, I used branding that you always ask for, but I feel like the message is muddied.
I think it's brilliant. I don't know why you would want the other one. None of the financial people that we give it to would understand the other one.
Who cares? You just fired them.
Good point.
Look, I don't want to tell you your job. And I want to keep my job.
You know, I don't really know much about this because I used to be the janitor.
Your leg, you lost that with your bag. I'm going to go with the double cheek plant. I've never done it before, but I know you've been a great coach.
You can do it.
I like that you're using a broken chair to remind me of my career if I don't land this. I just want to say a cushion would have been nice. I know you say that's too much to ask.
It's
I didn't-
just to remind you that life is hard. You have to deal with it. And it's broken. It's broken and hard.
Harvey, I'm scared. Okay? I know I'm supposed to work that out too, but I'm scared of this.
Well, there's this little piece of fuzz here.
Right.
I don't know that you can see it.
Yeah, I can. That's like a glimmer of hope.
It's in that remote.
All right. Double cheek plank.
Okay.
Okay, so Harvey, let's pretend I don't make this.
Well, you're not going to make it.
going to die because it's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you've been coaching me for 6 weeks. Getting my acrobatics up to snuff. I've done pole vaults. I've never pole vaulted before, but I've done them. And now you're telling me there's not even a hope that I can land in this chair.
No. Not in the slightest.
But I believed you. Look, that doesn't make me an idiot for believing you.
That was part of the test. You never believe a heartbeat.
Well, I'm not going to sit in the chair.
Well, you have
Oh,
to.
look, I'm standing on my own 2 feet.
You have to.
I don't have to. You're not the boss of me. Look, you came up as a janitor, okay? I know that. I'm not sitting in that chair. It's going to be the death of me.
I was maintenance.
You ask me, you're still high maintenance. The secretariat will love it! No, I don't trust you, Harvey. Come on. I'm allergic to shellfish. Yeah, that didn't make sense, did it? You're lying. Telling me I couldn't do it. I could do it. Look, I did it. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. You sit in the chair.
It was all about your faith in yourself. That's what the ultimate test was. Never trust me, trust yourself.
Sitting on my bottom was trust of myself.
That's a tough thing to do in a broken heart world with tiny little glimmers of hope.
You're like this chair. Yeah, you got a little fuzz there. You got a little something up your nose. You're like this chair, because I still have hope in you. That didn't make sense. Harvey, I want to resolve this. You have to sit in the chair. I'm not even going to take it away from you as you go to sit down.
I haven't sat in a chair in 50 years.
That would explain the stand-up toilets. Look, if you don't stand in this chair, I'm reporting you.
You want me to stand in the chair?
I want you to stand on the chair. We're past sitting. I'm not even going to wobble it as you get onto it. I'm not even going to suggest you do a handstand in your dress on top of it. Why the maintenance people wear dresses still? I don't know. But I'm not going to say that. But if you did it, I might trust you.
This is one of those situations where the student becomes the teacher, isn't it? You never to trust Dale.
I've got feelings. Come on. Secretariat pool, you paying attention? Stop looking. Come on. Wow. 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 And that's why you're the coach.
Oh, I think.
Whoa, that's really... Whoa. I want to learn that next week. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our first date. You know how Lady and the Tramp, they have the spaghetti and they eat it all at the same time? That's a metaphor.
What's the metaphor?
I don't know what's a metaphor with you.
I still don't know what a metaphor is.
This is your throne.
It's a broken chair.
This is the bay. It's all I can do. This is your throne. Here is your castle. Please, my lady, sit.
Why, thank you, gentlemen.
I learned that you like cosplay, so treasure. You cannot be the queen of my world yet. I'm sorry. No. Yes.
I could be your queen.
You look beautiful.
Thanks.
I like the way that the cubic zirconia brings out the chocolate in your eyes.
I like chocolate. The Cadbury bar.
Yeah, there's no nuts in it. I remember that you're allergic.
There's no shellfish either.
No.
Was it manufactured in a factory without latex?
No.
Was that foil around it?
Yeah.
I like foil.
What is broken?
Yeah, and there actually is a little fluff on it.
Oh,
No shit.
I can't really see it on
Yeah. Everyone can take turns looking at it later.
Process.
What? Oh,
What happens next?
we have to decide what the prize. You know, why don't we ask Jerry? Put him on the spot.
Yeah, Jerry, come on.
Come on up on the stage. The prize. We were so excited that you were here tonight that we forgot to discuss what we're giving the prize out for the best. It's for the best improviser, but for what? What, like best character, best line?
Oh, well, there's only one real gold standard for improvisational acting and comedy and life in general, and that is to find a way to just completely lose control.
Out of control improvise.
The people we admire the most in the arts seem willing to allow themselves to be completely out of control, never in a way that hurts themselves or somebody else. So anybody tonight who just completely loses it, emotionally or physically, they just go nuts with the character.
Richard Allen, look at you.
That should go to them, that's what I think.
And it is a mini fan. And it comes with you're supposed to have 2 AA batteries, but they don't come in here, so I have 4.
Damon, long everyone. Step it up.
We're gonna have to start an Indiegogo fundraiser for like this. What do they cost? $4 bucks.
254.
So if you can donate to. I think that's one of the best suggestions we've ever had for like best. To raise the bar because we keep taking it home. Yeah. So let's get going. And Jerry's gonna start with the
First, round of applause for Stevie going there. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jerry Schaefer, and I'm an actor. I've worked in film and television and things like that. I was a regular character on the Red Green Show, for example. It's a real dad show. It's very funny. Ask your dad. That's funny. I played a character named Ed Fred, who was an animal control officer, who was deathly afraid of all living things. So every week there was a badger or something, and I would get hurt. So that was fun. But I also worked on stage at the Second City. My background is improvisational theater. And after working on stage at Second City, I taught at the Second City for 22 years or so. And I really like teaching people. In fact, I've got a couple former students here, and I keep running into them everywhere. And I would like to do a few improv exercises tonight. which complete beginners can do. And I love to take care of people so that they're always safe. So don't hesitate to jump up for anything tonight. What I'd like to do for the first one is, before I start, I have to tell you I've got some very good news and some bad news. And more bad news. We'll begin with the bad news. I've heard from all your doctors. I'm afraid you're all Canadian.
What?
The tests were conclusive, and the other bad news is there is no cure.
We're terminal Canadians?
You're terminal, yes, you've only got 50 or 80 years to live. And during that time you will be shy and polite and the best kept secret on the planet. And good for you. And you'll keep your head down so that nobody ever says, "Who do you think you are?" The good news is Canadians provide world-class arts and literature and entertainment and manufacturing, and we can't be beat for resources and things like that. And things we give the world, poutine. Nobody asked for poutine. They had no idea they wanted it or needed it, but we made poutine. God bless the Belle Provence. What you can do is occasionally, to improve the quality of your life as somebody who's living with Canadianism, is you can step out a little bit and present yourself a little more loudly, or a little more positively. And we're going to practice this now with all of you. And so this will help you. You're still going to die. But you're going to enjoy the trip a little more. So I need everybody to do this. I'm going to have everybody stand up. Just stand up. Stand up right now. And walk, in fact, walk over here. Walk over here. Stand up here or right in front. Everybody's doing this. Just get up there. I'm going to take responsibility for this, so all you have to do is what I tell you to do. I've never asked a student to be funny, by the way. I don't ask you. So step right up. And over here, too. In front. Yeah, come around in front. There's lots of room there. So, when you are Canadian, you tend to hide. You don't even realize it. Even if you weren't born here, you've been here long enough to be infected, so I'm sorry. But you can't always hide, at least for a photograph, right? So, imagine I am a camera, and I want all of you to freeze so that I can take your picture. And when I call out stage picture, you will freeze and I will take your picture. But I have to be able to see every face. I can't see every face right now. But I'm going to start with you guys just milling about, gently walking about, up there, down here. Walk about until I call stage picture. And then keep in mind, I am the camera. I am here. Stage picture. Where are the faces for it? Thank you. There's one. I can't see. There, you. Good. Got it. Good. Mill about. How quickly can we find? Let's find the stage picture really quickly now. Stage picture. Where is everybody? Yes, good. You're at the back. You have to move because she's finding her stage picture, and I can see both your faces now. Beautiful. Mill about. I'm good. Oh, mill about. Stage picture. I'm over here. Find it. Where's your face? Good. Got it all. This time, let's use different levels. Up here, down here. Use different levels to show you the stage picture. Milling about. Stage picture. Up and down. And to the sides. Fantastic. And way up there. Thank you. Mill about. Let's do one more picture with some style. Let's see some pizzazz. Stage picture. Where's your face? Find it. Yeah, thank you. Excellent. It's like the touring company of fame. Everybody step up there for just a second. I have a way of getting you all off stage. And then teach you one more thing that will help you for the rest of your fantastic life. Let's move this right in the middle. Everybody. Dearly beloved, we are all of us gathered here to celebrate the somebody we all hated very much. Somebody we knew, every one of us knew, Hank, and now Hank is dead. So we're going to celebrate his life by telling the one story that we all know that Hank was involved with in his life. That one time that something went horribly, horribly wrong. What was Hank's job, by the way? Can somebody suggest a job?
Bus driver.
Bus driver. Hank was a bus driver. I think the worst in the world. Everybody is going to tell us one line from the story of Hank's horrible day driving the bus. And the way you will do it is every one of you will begin by stepping up to the podium and saying, yes, and. Because somebody just said something, and you're going to say, yes, and here's what happened next. Yes, and here's what happened next. And as soon as you say your line, you can return to your seat. Let's have somebody step up and tell us one thing about the day Hank was driving the bus. Who's first? Yes, please.
Hank didn't even stop for me and my little dog Foo-Foo.
Thank you. Step right off. Yes, and...
Yes, and it was raining. It was pouring in the rain, and he ran right over my umbrella.
Thank you. Step off. Yes, and...
Yes, and he threw a baby in a mud off
Yes, and step off. Have a seat.
Yes, and he didn't give me the correct shade.
Excellent. In fact, let's all say yes and together. Yes,
And that was the day he was actually wearing one of his contact lenses the other way out.
Yes,
That was the day when he rode the bus on the streetcar tracks.
And those streetcar tracks were in San Francisco for some stupid reason.
That was the day he was supposed to pick me up for my bank robbery.
Yes, and I witnessed him run over a whole herd of Girl Guides. It was awful.
Yes, and he ran through the animal shelter too.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and he wouldn't let me tell my mom that I was in labor over the cell phone because he thought I was being too loud.
Yes, and he purposely missed my stop, went to the other side of town just to drop me off.
His time was too tight.
He was my husband, so stop being so rude.
Yes, and rear-ended the guy right in front of him as well.
Yes,
Yes, and he was snorting coke off of the dashboard the entire time.
I didn't know he was my husband too.
And before the accident, he was angry with everybody in the bus.
I didn't eat his eggs this morning.
I was there when he was doing the coke. And it was my coke!
I still have his Groupon for jazzercise.
I still have his group on my yoga.
I still have a group one for sex exchange.
He sold it all to Gawker.
It was my shift that day. He stole it.
Yes, and he has a small penis.
Yes, ma'am. It is so
I wish I could pin invisible medals on people that I see make excellent moves. I would pin one on you for ending that, because that was a perfect ending for that little routine. We all know how a memorial speech ends, and that's how it should end. So, excellent. I would also pin a few on Dale. Dale and Andy did a great little set here. Give them a round of applause. Endings are the hardest this apart. And Dale, you seem to have an excellent sense tonight of like, that's the end. Boom. Let's move to the next thing. That's the end. Except for the one time when you went boom, that's the end. And the audience didn't really buy it. The audience didn't buy that. Good editing. Endings are hard to recognize. Next up is, I think, Damon is doing something.
Banana! Asparagus!
every single, growing.
Actually, it's okay.
Okay, that's okay.
I think it.
All right, I'll explain that. But the variation on it, which a lot of you don't know the game, so it doesn't matter, but in this situation, is that you're going to have an object in each scene, okay? All right, so now I'll explain growing and shrinking scene. Basically what's going to happen is all four of you are going to go off. Then one of you will enter and start doing the scene, and you have that object, which we will get a suggestion from the audience. Then when I clink the glass, a new person will come on with their object, but it's a new scene. You keep that object, but it's a new scene, and let the person entering have the first line. Okay? Okay? Then I'll clink the glass, and then the third person will come on, and a new scene starts again, but you still have the same objects. And then I'll clink the glass again, and the fourth person will come on, and you'll still have the same objects. Then when I clink the glass again, the last person, the fourth person who came on, will leave the stage.
Last
And
name, first name.
yes, exactly. So everyone gets that so far.
Yes.
So then it goes back to 3, back to 2, back to 1. So when you come back to those scenes, you come back to the three-person scene, you continue that scene. Now it can be immediately from where we ended it, or it can be like, a bit of a space jump, years ahead. And again, I would say that the third, that person who had first entered that scene and was given the first line also has the first line when I clink the glass. Is that complicated enough?
I need to say it. Can you say it all again?
So it's very self-explanatory. We have a problem. I will introduce you and explain it. Okay, so we need an object.
A 1959 Elvis keychain.
What?
A 1959 Elvis
A
keychain.
1959 Elvis keychain. And sorry, your name is Evan, Stevie.
And
Anthony. Sorry, Anthony.
here's with an accent.
Yes. All right. For Anthony.
Pantyhose.
You choose where they are. For Mark.
A tampon. A chair.
Tampon was the loudest, so again, you can choose where it is. For Lou.
Oh, no. A heart.
A what?
A heart. A real heart.
What was the?
A heart.
A heart. A heart. Okay, great. So everybody exit the stage. Actually, I guess it won't be two glasses. It'll be this sound.
Drinking cups.
Clinking cups. Okay, so whenever you want, one person enter the stage with their object in.
Mom, it happened. It happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
And-
Instead of just my stupid videos about beards. Not that beards are awesome. I just have to shave them. It's too much.
I got 6 months for it.
Nice. Like a baby. Okay. Yes.
I'm signing autographs.
Oh.
Well, but eventually he recognized me.
Yeah.
After I explained who I was.
Showed him some clips on your phone.
You know what, I'll bet there's a ton of famous people here that nobody's ever heard of.
Right?
I want to make a beeline entrance.
Just don't hit the camera.
Is it
Sure,
all
now you
right
got it in my head, Damon. Don't knock over the drinks. Don't hit anybody.
The little screen's on should be on.
It is, yeah.
It's on.
All right, so we're back. Last thing to remember is the prize is for
Out of control. Losing control.
Losing control. Losing
That's
control.
okay.
Keeping yourself safe, keeping your partner safe, etc., but losing control. Always keep your audience safe. Yes.
The first rule has to always be respect, and a big part of that is don't hurt anybody or yourself, because then all the fun stops, and everybody goes, oh, he hurt himself, or he hurt somebody else, so every time they see you after that, it's like, oh, that's the guy who hurt somebody. And they climb up. You never want to do that. You must always keep yourself safe. So losing control, emotionally especially. We're walking around the big city. I was at Young and Bloor one day, and how many people do you see there in the middle of the day? There's a couple of hundred people you could see, and every single one of them turned to look at one man who lost control emotionally and started screaming at somebody for, a cyclist who was just cut off by a driver, say. But that emotion is so compelling, and that's an important part of what we do. How you say something is more important than what you say. What I'd like to do, though, is get two of the more experienced improvisers up, just to demonstrate something. It's very simple. So let's get two of the more experienced improvisers
Choose
up.
somebody.
Anybody? Yes, come on up. Tanya and Mark are going to help me out on this. We're going to do a character exercise. Can you guys work without your glasses? Is that cool? You're not going to fall off stage or anything? Set them there where they're safe. I need two more people to help me get them started. So any two people come up.
Any two people. Any two people.
Can you guys work without your pants?
So, Mark and Tanya, stand up here. Face this way, please. One of the most important things about being on stage is character. We need to be somebody who's not ourselves sometimes. And for this, we're going to do a very extreme character change. You guys are like the clay that's going to be molded very gently and respectfully by these two character artists. What I'd like you to do is to very gently just change something you see about their face. Maybe just press down here a little bit, and you guys just try to hold that. Or do this, and you guys try and hold that. Or maybe they do this. Just 2 or 3 really simple things with their face. Go ahead and do that very gently. And Tanya and Mark, try to hold that. Yeah, and don't lose the first one. Yeah, oh, very gently, very gently. Good. That's good. Hold one thing with the shoulders. And then one little thing with the shoulders. And even if you can't hold that with your face, okay, that's good. Good. People are laughing already. Good. And leave and have a seat and enjoy the show. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe. In fact, let me hear your breath. Let me hear you breathing. Good. Breathe. And breathe into your back so that they can see it too. They're already laughing. And at no point will I ever ask you to be funny. I will just ask you to keep this mask going. It's a lovely mask. In fact, breathe in. When you breathe in, inhale this mask into your body. Inhale it into your tummy. Inhale, breathe it in, and exhale yourself. Breathe in the new guy. Exhale the old guy. And don't hyperventilate. Just nice and gently breathe. And now let me hear that breath fall on your vocal cords. Let it fall on sound. That becomes a whatever that is. Yeah, that. Like when you hear that sound every time, that's the people all body? You've got a full body mask now. Start walking around, walk this way a tiny bit when you feel like it. Just wander around the stage. Wander around the stage. Keep making your sound. That's the only language you have is that sound. Say hello with your sound. Say hello with that sound. Say it again. Good. This is the first date. They met online. Now you don't want them to run away. In fact, Mark, keep that mask. Mark, keep that mask. Look out at us for a second. Pretend there's a mirror right here. Look out at this. Good. You want this date to go well, right? So keep making your sound. Keep your shoulders. Your shoulders go way up. Yeah. Okay. Now, give us your sexy sound. No. You're sexy. You're seductive. You're come to me sound. Yeah. No. Don't chase her away. We're all going to charge you for that sound. We're all going to charge you. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Give it to her. Let her get that sound. Look at us. Look at that. Good. Come up here. Come up to the mirror, Tanya. There's a mirror here. There's a mirror here. Keep that. Keep your shoulders in your body. That's one. Keep making your sound. And just try for seconds. Look in the mirror. The mirror's right there. And look pretty. Look even pretty. Let's keep that. Okay, relax. Turn to me. Relax. And back. Changes. They are hugely comic and grotesque people. But in real life, I mean, seriously, if you're going to a job interview, wouldn't it be great if you just got used to, I don't know, just being a little more slightly different, better version of yourself when you walk in physically. And if you did that a little bit every day while you were walking somewhere, you'd get used to it, and it'd be like another version of yourself. And as you can see, you can get lucky enough with that.
Six people up. Oh! We're going to do Survivor.
Yes.
So everybody gets. So we're all going to do one scene, and after each scene, we'll do a 1 minute scene. And we'll stop the 1 minute scene, and we'll eliminate one of the 5 people, and make a scene over again. 5 people with 6 characters. 5 people with 6 characters. Then 4 people with 6 characters. 3 people with 6 characters. 2 people with 6 characters, and 1 person with 6 characters. Who's the winner?
Yeah. Survivor.
Wins.
So we're going to do a 1 minute scene. So, let's put them on an island.
Like Survivor?
Let's Survivor.
Samoa.
Yes, we want to see Samoa.
Now, what's an activity you do? What's an activity you do in Samoa?
Swing on vines.
Swing on fire.
There's pirates.
Hey, what?
Pirate school. I like shark hunting. Playing Survivor.
Tobogganing.
Good.
Where's the pirates?
They're in pirate school.
You are pirates swinging on vines. Some of you can be pirates, others don't have to.
We all start off.
You all start off with 1 minute.
replacement chop hook. R makes the work.
Yarr!
Teacher, you want me to write some more?
Get out of that barn, you scurvy knave! 100 times, ye scurvy dog!
Why don't you come in here and say that? Someday.
Your tea, okay, go. Bust over, stop drinking your tea, get back in your seats. Yoink, got your biscuits. Close the door, oops.
F?
Shit.
Dale.
I got your biscuits too, that's wrong. Okay, guys, stop thinking, get back in your seats.
Teacher.
1, 2, 3. Oh! Okay. I can't remember the name of this game, but it's a piece of shit. Basically what's going to happen is 2 of you are going to be performing and 2 are going to be waiting by the sides. And every time you use a word with the letter L in it.
Noel.
Noel, you spelled Noel.
The hell are we talking about?
Yeah, don't drink those energy drinks, man. It really seasons your head. That's what I did earlier. Anyways, and then basically what happens when you use the word with the letter L in it, you switch over the person, and that person comes in and resumes the scene immediately as your character. So you're not same scene, carry on.
Same line, but without the other.
Without, yeah, exactly. And then the next thing about that, I was just going to mention in the whole idea of, what Jerry was talking about, like, lose yourself. The idea here is it's for anybody who are like actors and, you learn about objective and obstacle. So your obstacle is not to use the L, but you still have to achieve your objective in the scene. So the idea is, you know what? Failing is good. Failing is fun. Have fun. You're trying to not use an L, but like keep going, keep it moving, whatever. Don't think too much about it.
L anywhere in the word, right?
Anywhere in the word. Anywhere in the word. Failing.
Oh, we can fall.
All of them. And falling, and failing, and feeling. It's all fun. Okay. So let's get a really extreme relationship, like extreme relationship.
Rival scientists.
What? Rival scientists?
Yeah.
Rival
To the
scientists.
extreme.
What's that? To the extreme. So what's an extreme thing that they could be experts in?
Nuclear fission.
All right, nuclear fission. All right. Yeah. What's that? Fission.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right. So 2 people off. 2 people start. And go.
I am going to win this contest. Yoink! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I accidentally block that? Did I accidentally? Did I, by mistake, drop that on the ground?
You most did.
I worked on that for 3 years.
Then I guess you're gonna lose. You suck.
I said, I'm gonna try to piece this together again!
Ions, protons,
Other atom freebies?
That's pathetic. Get up off the ground. Really? Seriously? You suck.
no,
My concoction. My concoctions. This is
yes.
most.
Are you sure? Are you positive?
Best winner.
You mean you finished? Sweet. I am going to drink this and become young again. No.
Get freeze for 1 second. If there's a pause, we're gonna buzz you.
Okay.
Go.
You don't look any. You look the same.
Blue.
Okay.
Your face is beautiful.
You were talking about
Your face
too long.
is awesome.
Both off, both off. No, you're.
I think I'm in adoration of you.
I'm 20 again. I don't need you anymore.
I never thought I would feel this way. So smitten.
So strong, so brave, so young. So, what are you doing tonight?
And see.
Thank you. What we'd like to do is, I'd like to do a simple environment exercise. We talk in the improvisational theater about the where. Where is the scene happening? And we could just come on and say, here's a farm, and then talk. But that doesn't show the audience what it is, and it doesn't give you anything to do. So if I could have, let's say 5 people up for this, and you don't even have to talk at first, just come right up, 5 people, and you're going to build a location together, very cooperatively. The yes and works for all improv. In this case, what's going to happen is the first person is going to show us one thing that always happens in this location. Because you all belong in this location, and for this scene, all 5 of you know each other really well. And decide now that you probably hate one of the other people, and you probably love one of the other people, and the other 2, maybe they're, I don't know, you just think they're fun people, or maybe they're hilarious to you, I don't know. But here's what I'd like to do. You're going to create for this, let's say a restaurant kitchen. And I'm going to ask Dale to start, and so let's have you 4 shift over here, and you all work in this kitchen. You know where everything is. You'll never run out of anything you need to do your job. Dale's going to show us one thing in this restaurant kitchen, and it's a repetitive thing that you could do all day because that's your job. So start doing that one thing, and as soon as one of you knows what that is, go in and show us a second thing that's different. What else is in a restaurant kitchen? And no talking for now. Just get into your activity, and you're really good at it. In fact, look right down and see what you're doing. You almost cut your fingers off. Really see it. Nobody cuts that fast. Do it for real. Yeah, Dale. Look at that. We can actually see, he can smell and taste something there. That's really cool. We almost never get to see that. Steal taste. Steal it. How does it taste today? Oh, that is a sweet carrot. All right. What else should be in a kitchen like this? Anything at all? Yeah. And you're a pro at your job. You know how to do it. Yeah. And you can decide if you like your work or you don't like it. Get that going. What else is good? Let's get somebody else in. Show us another thing that's always in a restaurant kitchen. You guys are going to be doing this all day. Some people look bored. Some people look lovely. My God, Dale's like, this is like a sacred art for him. That's lovely to see, taking an attitude. Good. And we see a bit of character there coming from that. Show us that activity. Yeah, and you must know what it is. And you must see it, and if there's something you taste or smell there, taste and smell it. Maybe it's a good taste, maybe it's a bad taste. And when people are at work, they never talk about work. Wouldn't that be the most boring scene in the world? Oh, I'm making soup. So what are you going to do tomorrow? I'm going to make some more soup. These guys are going to talk about their weekend that they had. They were all at a party. It was the staff party, and things got a little out of control, and you can't stop doing your job because you're on a deadline. But somebody tell us one thing about the party, please. Start the conversation for us. Keep those activities going.
Did any of you see those Xerox copies of the butt?
It was our butt.
It was Bobby's butt.
Oh, yeah. Bobby.
And my butt. My butt.
It was
that's because you drank all the wine. Just saying.
You would like it if you drank all the wine.
Who would like it?
I like it.
Oh, sure. Well,
Because
you
I
like it.
did
Yes.
also.
Okay.
Oh, the stripper liked it.
And the guy without the shoe.
That was
That was disgusting.
Hey, that's my man you're talking about.
Are you going to take that back there? No, you're not. No, you're not. What have you got in your hand right now? Look, don't put it down. Go use it. Go, go. Go, let him have it. Let him have it. He didn't say it. Dale did. You took one for him. You went to him. No, let her have it. Look at it. Go! Give it to that. Go. What the hell? Go. Go, let him have it. Go. Okay, great. So we can stand around and gossip on stage. If you're as witty as Oscar Wilde, that's great. None of us are though, so you have to do something as well to give it a context. And now Damon is going to present an exercise. Damon.
Whoa, that's fast. Very simple. You're going to do, you serialize two. It's Dr. Seuss. Just so right with Richard's glasses. Need one more.
Go on, Richard.
Richard! One fish.
One who wants to do the rhyme that comes.
Two fish. That's it, two fish. One fish.
You're not like it. You're not like it.
So, rhyming couplets?
You rhyme your whole couplets.
Oh, okay.
You don't rhyme your couplets.
Right.
So, do this, but there's a story or reenactment of something.
War of 1812.
How did we do that?
7-Year War.
7-Year War.
What was that?
That's where you find out. 7 years.
Last of the Mohicans. I'm still Indians over here. I don't want to be sober. I'm going to shut my ear. I am French. I will shoot you from my trench. Hey there, Frenchie. What do you think you are, Freppy? I like French. I join in your trench. Hey, listen, man. I'm an American. I think you've made a bit of mistake. You've totally messed up your dates.
Maybe I should smoke a piece of pipe good.
Shoot him right through that tree. It will very much please me.
Okay, shoot me. That sounds fine. But what she needs to know is that I came back from time.
I got a bow. Hey, and an arrow.
Aim good, aim clear. Make sure he doesn't bring whatever the hell that is over here.
I shoot now. I miss. Holy cow!
You just fell for my trap. Now I'm going to send you to the other edge of the map.
I die slow. Like a crow.
Mon Dieu, il est mort. If only we had
this mutant. Look, very penitent. We've had some hard times, at the very least. But let's, this day, choose peace.
Although my guys, my spirit rise, dear friends, a all good end.
Sorry, the only not good end of that, for me, when I heard, at first it didn't click for me, tore off my third arm. It kind of,
Yeah.
well, it depends on how big it is, really.
Oh.
You still don't have a dog face.
It is quite big.
That's when you talk like this.
Actually,
It's true,
I don't know whether you can tell, but I'm dressing nicer now, so actually. She's dressing me right now, that's right. Anyways, can I get 3 people up? 1, 2,
Hey, Richard, stay.
3. Woo! Alright, no, alright, so this is a new one that we haven't done here.
Is it a premiere? Is it a Jew premiere?
It's not a Jew premiere, but I mean, well, it's premiere, so yeah, it's premiere, sorry, it is Jew. Yeah, that's
Jamming on the one.
He doesn't count the dog.
That doesn't sound
Okay, so this is called urban fantasy. So, what's that? Alright, great. So what happens is that the 3 of you are going to be doing a scene, right, and we'll get to that in a second. And then during that scene, at some point, each one of you at some point has to step out and tell us a fantasy about your character, either about that scene or about their life. 1 sentence, you know, whatever. And then the other 2 people have to act it out, okay? So you act it out, and then when that scene is done, either you'll find, and I'm giving you guys a little leeway here, either you'll find your own ending, or if I hear the ending, then I'll think that's settled the cup. And then, but stay in those positions when that ending happens, and then you have to justify those positions as you go back to the original scene.
Scene changes with each
So when
fantasy.
a person steps forward to their fantasy, the other 2 freeze.
Freeze at first, right? Let that person deliver their fantasy. So, you know, my fantasy is that I will one day, live on the.
And then they act it out.
And then you act it out, and as soon as that is done, as soon as you act out his fantasy, then the original scene that you're in starts up again, and you have to justify why you're in that position. You're still confused.
So we have the fantasy.
Richard,
yes.
The original scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One like main scene that goes through all these things.
Exactly. You'll see. You know what? Just don't be the first one to go out.
And they have to do it without else.
Karma.
Okay, so let's get a place that you would
sometimes I go home and I see all these trees that have been cut down. And what I really want to do, but people don't believe me, is start a huge bonfire. It would just be like a big fire that would like just make me alive.
Show us the scene.
Man, this is gonna be the best bonfire ever.
I got more wood here. I got sticks. I got twigs.
Gasoline.
Oh, awesome. Kerosene. I got some kerosene. Some kerosene.
I got the marshmallows. This is gonna be totally awesome.
Hot dogs.
I think we got everything.
Matches.
Matches right here.
You got matches? Awesome. I forgot the matches.
Oh my God! Look at the flame. It's like I can reach out and oh, it burns so good.
Continue to see. Freeze. What? Go back down on the ground, and that's where you continue to see from. And go.
Look, I'm not going to push this tree over on you, okay? You can't catch it.
Yes, I can. I'm big and I'm strong. Push it. Go. Now. I'm ready.
Bending like me.
That's it! I've had enough of the two of you. If you two ain't gonna buy a tree and not touch it, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
What's the point of buying a tree if you can't touch it?
Yeah, that's like going to the...
Charlie, give us your fantasy.
I have a confession. I have a tree fetish. I don't tell a lot of people. It's kind of embarrassing, but I have this overwhelming need to just, touch its bark and rub up against it. Just sometimes when I'm alone, I peel the bark a little bit, just a little bit, and if there's fungus on it, fungus on it, that's even better.
Okay, great. That's a really long description. You have to show us every bit. Go.
Peel it some more. It's fungus.
And go back to Z.
Listen, okay, you can touch you. All right, you can touch me, but you can't buy me. You can't touch the trees, but you can buy them. So figure out.
We can
So confusing.
touch the trees, but we can buy the trees.
Why am I not mad anymore?
Z.
Excellent. There's a game that I think a lot of people have played. Have you played, clap if you played Freeze before? I'd like to give you a variation on it. That isn't done very often, but if there are three people who've played Freeze before and you haven't just been up, come on up here. Let's get two people. What we'll do is a three-person Freeze game. And it's very simple. So you've seen Freeze before, you know what this is. Usually with Freeze, there's an activity, and then freeze is called, and somebody within the activity must freeze. Both people must freeze, and they're replaced. And then this becomes something else. I would suggest that every time you freeze, you've got an activity where it's a movement, like I'm pulling a rope to pull a boat to shore, but in the new position, I might say, okay, this is, I'm ramming a cannonball down a cannon, say, and that's how you would transition. The transitions here are going to be completely random, because it's Friday night, and I feel like dancing. Who doesn't? Damon, do you have some music? Let's hear the music for a second. Like dance music, right? There you go. Okay, good. Take that out. Good. Thank you. So, white people.
White Jews can't dance.
Well, get your African American going as far as they know. Get some, find it in there.
Hey, David danced naked.
Yes, do keep your clothes on. However,
Thank you.
the thing with this though is all three of you are in every scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when you freeze, when the music stops, if I'm like this, I might think I'm pushing a big boulder. And I will say, oh, this boulder's really hard, but I'm going to get it going. That means the other two have to be in a boulder pushing place. That doesn't mean, if your pose is like this, that doesn't mean you forget it and start pushing the boulder. That means you have justified. It's like, oh, I'm pulling another boulder down for you to roll down the hill. So that you're all in the same scene together, all three of you. And then once we've justified all three, the music will start again, and you'll dance like mad, which really go for the dancing, because that may be the funniest part of this. And that'll give you a brand new position every time. So, are you guys cool with that? Any thoughts or questions?
I do it okay.
Excellent. Music, please. Full body dancing. Justify your position. What are you doing? Start doing it. Do it.
I bring down the hands of wrath upon you, for not cleaning the dishes.
I'm trying to stop him, but he's too strong for me. He is.
One last chance, Gloria. One.
Take a washcloth! Take a washcloth! Quick! I can't save both of us!
Good. Floor dancing, Luke. Stay on the floor. Yeah, floor dancing. Good. Where are we now? Somebody tell us. Go. Start doing it.
I think I see it.
Tell us what it is.
There's your tree. There's your tree. It's a pill.
You've given her the pill?
React to the pill. Let it affect you. Let the pill affect you. Really big. Use it.
You're better than I thought.
Fairly LSD.
We're supposed to tranquilize her.
Princess is so delicate.
No.
You,
Oh,
you're a monster.
a little bit. Just a little bit. That's a monster.
Overreact.
Okay, they can't kill both of us. You can only rob one of us. Okay? Take his wallet and let me go. That works for you, right?
Yes.
That works for me.
As the joint twins,
Freeze for a second.
All right.
I hate it when guns come out in improv. Because nobody ever uses them.
Sorry.
Shoot him right now. Go.
bang!
Oh!
You're not dead, Lou, but you're...
No, but I'm not at all well.
Go.
I won't.
trying to make you beautiful and strong. I went too far.
I just asked.
I deserve to die. I deserve to die.
Don't kill him. Make him feel the same pain that you went through.
No, I deserve to die. I deserve to die.
Kill yourself.
Okay.
Kill yourself, Luke. Go. Find a way. Suicide.
Please.
I just went through his chest. I have his heart. Oh, really?
Good. Go back to your chairs and your respirator.
Well, I think to go with that and continue on that energy, I think we should just finish her up with a huge everybody up for a game of free switch and try to keep the joy that comes from down here. Everybody up! Everybody up! Everybody up! Everybody up!
Everybody up.
Everybody up! Well, everybody who wants to get up. But I mean, you know, give it a whirl. What, Dale? You're out of breath?
I don't know why.
Alright, so 2 people in.
People in, there are 3 lines before you get freeze.
What?
3 lines before you get
Okay. Alright.
At least.
Alright.
Sorry, what?
At least 3 lines. Okay, Miss Richard?
Are you gonna shoot me with that gun?
Oh.
Please don't.
Bang! There, happy now? You got what you wanted.
What's the matter for you laying on the ground all the time like that? I told you to clean out the garage.
In the garage is so much work.
Oh, lazy. What I marry you for?
Could you wave that feather in my face so I get cool?
I'm on the floor again.
Oh man, I totally fucked up this crucifixion again.
I'm getting dizzy spells. I can't move my arms. This can't be right. This can't be right. I do feel kind of holy though.
Can you scream for the father or something? I mean,
Our God.
Please!
Is that no?
Oh my God, Stu, it's so creepy when you stand at the foot of my bed like that.
I want to be Frankenstein someday. The doctor.
Oh, the doctor, not the monster.
For God's sakes, I need you to sound more Scottish.
I'm studying as Scottish as I can, mate.
You'll never be able to haggis makeup like I am.
Oh, mate.
Do you want a wee girl or do you want a wee boy?
If that means what I think it does, then I'm all for it.
Oh, God! My legs are broken!
There.
Freeze, buddy. It's okay, man. It's okay. Lucky you had a good 10-year life. Be strong, man.
so drunk right now.
Yeah.
You're so drunk. You're a drunk Asian.
Let's go, please.
Oh my God, how you doing? I'm telling you, these blind dates, sometimes they don't work out, and sometimes they do.
Oh, amazing. Oh my God. Oh, you're so funny.
Freeze, you're not.
I've been seeing your wife.
Where?
Every.
Just because we're enjoying the dreams.
Man, you gotta stop hugging me like this.
What's wrong? What's wrong, man? Don't you like my hugs?
Oh! No, I love your pushes, though. Push me again.
Just like that, happened just like that, I'm telling you.
Wow, I can't believe it. And he just died?
Just like that, right there. Right
Oh,
there.
man, who wouldn't thought putting a freeze?
Not developed, so. All right, straight arm wrestling. Go!
On the floor again.
Floor again.
How do you do this every single time?
Well, it's a special dance move when I can teach you.
I think I want to go back, Bob.
Oh!
I just don't. I'm not ready.
Listen,
It's gonna push me so back
the
in.
work is already out.
Okay.
Wow.
Good job.
Kazam.
Sometimes that's be obvious.
Why did you with my sides?
I just broke my butt and the genie popped out. How many wishes can I have?
It's been a really long time, and I've been stuck in that bottle all those years.
How do we do that? First we.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
On the floor.
Man, can't believe I almost killed you with this gunshot.
Yeah, but I'm not at all well. You should really learn to put those
Come on, I
things.
just went through your appendix. It's not like you need those.
It's not a book. It's an organ.
I'm telling you, it was this big and that tall. God, it was ugly.
I know. It bit me.
I know. And your innards are falling out and everything.
I know.
My God, are you the one they call the man of steel?
Freeze!
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I stole all of them with these two arms.
My babies!
Yes!
My
Two babies! The only two babies you have. Hit me again. Please, hit me again.
I love to.
Come on. Oh, yeah.
Fooled you that time.
Out, demon! I say you can walk. Let me hear you say hi.
Going twice. Auction over here. Who wants to buy this thing? Buy. Sold. Yeah. All right. What, you want it? Come back here! I'm your partner, you ass! Me? Yes! What? What? I wanted it back! I want no freeze! You out.
Like, I can't believe that you did that. Right. Oh my God!
I know! It was so cool!
I
It
know.
was there, and then it was gone!
I know, it's like...
Freeze! One more dance step. One more, okay? We can do it. And now, on the floor. You can do it. Come on.
Stay down there. Stay the fuck down there. Don't get up. Don't get up, you know. You don't have to. We don't have to go running. We don't have to. Just because the place is on fire, no. Just lie around. Go ahead. I'll lie down with you.
Yeah,
So like I like dream that I'm like up in that Aquarius star cluster. That's where I like to be. I'm gonna be there someday. I'm gonna make a space shuttle. Yeah. I'm gonna be a living astronaut someday. I'll be one.
Okay, just make sure it's sketchy quick. I've got a photo session in 2 hours. How's it? More hip?
I'm gonna be honest, Lou. This is really uncomfortable for me. Whatever happened to Whitey?
It's really tough.
Freeze!
Why'd you bring your hand puppet to the beach, George?
Because the puppet, unlike me, knows how to talk to ladies. He's a machine. Chicks love the puppet.
Freeze!
Oh, double.
Stewie, eat your corn and cob. I have to. I don't really like it though. Tastes nasty. I have to. I just can't.
got you this box for Christmas.
Oh my God, I love boxes. Soulmates.
You can throw it out, please.
I'm sorry, I can't hold your hair and the box at the same time.
Freeze!
That's a big boy eating his big boy cake.
Thank you, Mom.
It's your birthday.
Yay, me!
It was this big.
That was that big?
And
Can't have been.
mouth like this.
Oh my God!
Ears like that. And antlers too.
Freeze! I'm the Easter Bunny! Freeze!
That's alright, it's alright.
What the hell are you doing? You know what? We have our clients meeting in 2 seconds. You're walking around like you're a Easter bunny. What the hell's going on?
Son, I just thought we could bring back that old Easter spirit, like when you were a kid.
Oh, in front of our clients. That's a perfect idea.
Our clients are Cadbury.
Right on. Right arm. Yar. Cool. All right. So, yeah, the way to do it is you can nominate yourself. You can nominate anybody. If you can remember the scene that it was, exactly what it was for, that'd be great. And what we want to do is nominate people, and everyone gets up here and stands on stage.
I'd like to nominate you for Dancing Frenzy.
All right.
Sorry, I don't know your name, but in the freeze where you were having your hair dealt with, and your facial expressions were losing it.
Perfect.
I'm not sure if it's applicable, but Stevie J had a lot of losing it random moments all throughout the night. Can we nominate on those?
No.
Tanya.
Tanya.
Googly eyes.
Anyone else?
Come on, keep
No, at
nominating.
least 5. Then I can stop saying at least 5.
You don't have to remember specifically what it was. You just like
Okay,
random.
Let's lower the bar.
Right now,
No.
progressively becoming drunker and drunker in the pirate scene.
Andy.
Richard Allen,
And-
drunken
and-
fire.
That's you.
I'm paying attention.
Andy.
Can we nominate somebody?
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to nominate Gail.
All right.
I have to say that. Now we got our 5. January 1st.
Believe it or not. Well, it's going to happen anyway. It's not a show in the truest sense of the word, but those of you who have jobs, raise their hands. You're not eligible. This is a script reading for. This is a script reading for Real Heart, where we a bunch of us actors and not so much actors get together and read from scripts, voicing however many different characters. It's going to be held not next week, but the week after at the Harborfront Center on Bathurst and Queens Quay. And my particular play is called Grace. It's a period piece from the 1800s. Everyone is Scottish. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I play like 7 different Scotsmen, and I'm trying to work that out now. That's going to be, the time slot is between like 11 o'clock and 1:30. It's a dinner time thing. Mine is going to be Friday, June 28th.
Daytime.
Yes, 11 to, yes, hence the lunch mention. So if any of you, I know Stevie's going to be there, but if any of you are available during the day.
Is it ticketed?
I can, let's say that it is, yes.
Is it during the day?
It's going to be during, we're going to start this again. I feel like I need to bring up this 11 o'clock, Friday, June 28th.
Thank you, Director. Yes,
Okay, so I plugged this last month.
And you did a beautiful job.
The thing is, it was supposed to be happening right now, but because of North by North East, not West, East, we got pushed back. So we're now next Friday. Oh, sorry. I thought you were fighting the light. Anyways, somebody said to me I should produce an improv show. So I decided to do it, and somebody suggested also, I call it the Mark Helzer Cavalcade of Comedy, with C at the end, not K, because we know K. Exactly, never mind. Anyways, the point is, I thought I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make up some all new improv games. Some of these games are great, but this is an idea. I just have some ideas for games. Maybe if these games are good, they'll catch on. Maybe someday, some years down the line, we'll see them on Who's Lines It Anyway. So I've got some all new games, and I've got 4 duos, which includes Raymond O, who you just saw, with his we have Conward Bound, who you know as Adam Ward and Simon Pond, thank you. We just recently booked Jacqueline Zine and her friend, who was just here last month. Can't remember her friend's name, I apologize. And finally, it's going to also be the last duo, myself and Magdalena, part of Tuesday's Company, who will also be performing in another show, and I'll segue to them, because I'm clever like that. To that show.
Very quickly, since you're recording this, I'm going to zoom in on your face because you know the camera doesn't lie, when you go, because some of these games are great. Did you make it? Anyways, continue on.
Next Friday.
I'm just
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Comedy Bar. Comedy Bar.
Yes, awesome.
Comedy bar.
Yes.
Nice to say where, yes.
Mark so nicely segued to one of the shows that I'm going to plug, so I will start with that one. On the 26th of this month of June, 9:30 at Black Swan, we have the Holodeck Follies. That's the dandies. That's Andy and myself. It's Star Trek variety show, so we do Star Trek, and then we also have bands, stand-up, sketch, pretty much whatever we want to bring into the show. So that's the 26th of June at 9:30, and Two's Company is going to be one of the troops performing for that.
Yeah!
Awesome. Thank you. Charge? And yes, we do charge. It's $7. And then,
Price break here.
and the other show is on the 22nd, which is a week from tomorrow. I'm part of a musical improv troupe that does a sequel to a movie that is voted on by the audience. We do it as a musical. It's next Saturday, 8 p.m. again at Black Swan. It's $5. That one is special features, and we're doing Bond this month. James Bond. Yeah. As opposed to George Bond.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Economy first. Damon says economy first.
8 o'clock to 9:30, Dan Force Church.
Awesome. Flying people from New Keswick and,
Wow.
you know, I don't know what to say.
Along with acting, I write for television and what have you. I've also been writing fiction with a writers group called Moose Meat. And it's very short fiction. And the Moose Meat writers put their best stories together every year in a little chapbook. And we do a public reading right here at the Arts and Letters Club, right here in this room. And this will be our 3rd year here, and it'll be a blast. And since the stories are so short, they're really crowd-pleasing, unless you don't like it, in which case it's over very quickly. But there is a bar at the back, and we have snacks, and it's on July, and it's on Friday.
July what?
It's the 19th.
July 19th.
Come every Friday, but on the 19th, I'll be hosting that reading with Sam Agro, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I hope to see you.
Yes. For those of you who are interested in the War of 1812,
Way to fall it back! Wow!
We won!
I was
We beat the Yanks!
yeah, no, I was throwing that in as a subliminal plug. We have a brand new show called The Bold Canadian, and it will be performed on Monday night and Tuesday night here at the club. Monday is sold out. There are still tickets available for Tuesday. It's an 8 o'clock show. Tickets are $10. If you want to get a ticket, let me know, and I can arrange for that to happen.
Or let me know.
Are the actors all Canadian?
Sadly, yes.
Yes, I believe so. Well, no, that's not true. Wilson is in this. He's playing one of the Americans. And
Oh,
he is
Wilson's
American.
American.
He's one of the invaders. That's
So,
right.
so fortunately, most of them. And there's one more thing, isn't there?
And there's what?
Stage whisper.
Well, yes, there's several things. If you're not going to Mark's show next Friday and you want to come here, we have well, and I can't imagine why you would want to do that.
Stop by, just say hi.
But we have a thing going on here called "It Came from My Closet." It's kind of like a show and tell. Bring an object or objects from your closet, bring them here, and or a pair of funky shoes,
or a skeleton,
or a skeleton, or
I don't even want to show you what's in my closet. I don't know what's in my closet.
It's therapeutic, you know. You bring it out into the world, and who knows what will happen.
It's not a rummage sale as well.
It's not a rummage sale. It's kind of like a show and tell. Bring the object here and tell us a story about it. It doesn't have to be the real story. You can make up a story, anything about that object. And Damon and I may do a little bit of closet-based improv.
You're going to do improv from the closet.
Improv on the
closet. You're going to come out of the closet while you do it.
Improv on the closet separately. Yes, that's right. Other plugs for ad-libs. July 5th. We have Norman Allen's been in the crowd tonight. He has a fantastic art show with paintings and poetry. The paintings, many of which were done in this very studio. Well, I was just going to ask you.
Well, I was going to go with something else first.
Oh, okay, all right.
Normally, Laura Kiswani is doing her bush bowl dance.
Yes.
This weekend and next. Go see it.
And Damon has his thing.
So does Charlene.
Yes.
Richard saw it last night.
What?
Well, push bowl dance.
Where? Laura Kiswati.
Oh, at the Winchester.
Oh, Laura, she's doing that now.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And you know Kelly Fanson, don't you, too?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
She's part of Push Bowl as well.
Okay.
A bunch of great people.
So when's the next show time?
What? Am I?
Let me guess.
Like anything?
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
I'll try to do
Oh, Stevie J!
This year I'm just directing a fringe show. Last year I directed and was in one, not the same one. But anyway, so this year I'm directing one called Drowning in Wasabi. It's 7 monologues. Yeah, we're at the Tarragon main space and like July
16
5th.
different shows.
Yeah, July 5th to July 14th or whatever. That's one thing. I'm also performing a children's version of, I have a one clown play called Cornhole's Cabin. This is going to be called yeah. So, but for kids, it's going to be called Corn Cob's Cabin. And then during Fringe, also I'm going to be performing as Cornhole in a little turn called Beautiful Cornhole, and that's for
When's the next JoJo?